Cultivating a sense of agency to overcome trauma, guided meditation. This mindfulness exercise is designed to help you overcome the harmful effects of trauma and to give you a stronger sense of self agency and control over how you relate to your trauma. As you listen to this exercise and all mindfulness exercises, please remember you are in control of your experience and can do as much of it or as little as you wish. No matter what kind of trauma you may have gone through, large or small, physical, sexual, mental, emotional, or spiritual, your trauma involves an incapacity to stop a terrible thing from happening to you. Regardless of blame or misfortune, it involves an incapacity to stop something terrible. At times, this truth can wear on the psyche, so recovering from trauma may require that you at some point increase greater strengths and more capacities within to remember how powerful you are and how important your decisions are. In this general way, it may also be useful to do this work with a therapist. It is good to know that along with your trauma, there may be natural, common feelings or beliefs of entrapment, immobilization, and helplessness. To some degree, you may not feel like you can escape the awfulness of it. One thing that has helped thousands of others who live with incredible trauma is to be mindful of your own experiences of what we call agency. Agency of simply being able to make something happen with your own free will and sense of empowerment, building upon our agency one block at a time, until there is nothing you feel that you can't take on, with your embodied strength and kindness that is always inside of you. Another common feature of trauma is feeling fearful of communicating with confidence or assertiveness. So, reflecting on experiences when you've done this several times in the past can also be very useful. This can help us to remember to be our best selves, to know that we have the capacity to take on challenges with strength. This provides the mind with the belief that we are greater than our past, bigger than anything that has happened, and that you are not your trauma. You are so much more than that, and that you can shape your future to be as bright and healthy as you desire. Agency is just a fancy term for a feeling of being able to make things happen. If you feel a bit powerless, helpless, trapped, immobilized, defeated, or despairing, then this practice of agency can help turn the tide, to reawaken the feeling of what it's like to make things happen rather than be fearful of whatever might come next. So, with that in mind, we will practice feeling a sense of agency in a guided mindfulness exercise together. Allow yourself to find a posture that feels relaxed and alert. At this time, begin to reflect on a time in your life when you felt really good about having attained a goal. What goal do you really feel proud of? What choices and actions did you make? What were some of the little things that led up to it? Consider how you've added value in situations or to other people. yourself to begin to reflect on some things that you get done over the course of a day. Take this moment to recall some ways you influence others or played a leadership role. Did you take a leadership role in your family, within your friendships, or at your place of business? Bring mindfulness to some of the positive choices you've made. All empowering experiences that lead to a greater feeling of accomplishment or agency. See if you can open to this feeling and let it fill you. Help it to last and allow it to become more intense in your mind, heart, and body. You have made things happen. You are competent. You are effective, and you will continue to be so. Bring mindfulness into any other feelings that may arrive, like dignity, self-respect, or a sense of possibility. If you should happen to feel any resistance to this sense of success or worth right now, that is okay. See if you can gently bring your mind back to remembering some of the good feelings after you did something that you were really proud of doing. Feel this sense of accomplishment or agency sink into you, and remember that you can tap into this feeling anytime you remember it. You may also sense what it would be like to accomplish more, even the little task of the day. When you feel satisfied with meeting your goals, that contribute to your well-being and the well-being of others. Open yourself to the reality that you can build on a foundation of what you've already done. Allow ease to spread through your body and mind and release any pressure or drivenness. If there is a sense of fragility somewhere in your consciousness, it can be useful to imagine a nurturing person who is holding you as a child, reassuring you that you will reach your goals. This nurturing person will reassure you that you are special and powerful and that you can get things done and make a difference. Thank yourself for your courage. Remember who you really are. Continue to bring mindfulness to the sense of agency that you have and have always had inside of you, ready to unleash at any time. To recap, please remember, along with your trauma, there may be natural common feelings or beliefs of entrapment, immobilization, and helplessness. To some degree, you may not feel like you can escape the awfulness of it. Agency is just a fancy term for a feeling of being able to make things happen. To cultivate a sense of agency, remember a time when you felt accomplished or successful at having done something. Or pay attention to the little things that you do each day that make a difference to yourself and the people around you. And don't forget to thank yourself for your mindfulness.